Okay, lovely. So we'll start on our bolsters under the lower back. I might change that at some point. We'll just see if we can work that out to begin with. And a lovely, put music on. No, put it on again. Okay, so once you've got your lower back on the bolster, if you could bring your knees just bent wherever it feels comfortable. Do find the right position. I do a little bit of a jiggle with my yoga mat. So yeah, just let the knees come into the chest. Shuffle out your shoulders. Lovely stretch of the lower back. If it feels too much on the lower back, you can bring the knees up more. I don't think actually we're going to stay for the whole Shavasana in this, but it's a lovely lower back stretch. So chin into chest, head on the block, and close the eyes. Five minutes of deep relaxation. Your belly's rising such a large amount that you can feel the belly pushing into the base of the thighs. And then exhale fully. Relaxing, relaxing, relaxing. So this is an upside down version of a child pose, and child pose is best for calming the mind. So if the mind is busy, allow it to calm in your inverted child pose. Good. And then just put one foot down at a time. So you're in supported bridge. And breathe here. Lovely. And then gently slide your bolster away, but just under the butt, just touching the buttocks. And then heels together, knees wide. So you've got your sort of knees almost on your yoga bolster. Lovely, Anita, exactly. So the bottom is now on the floor. And the bolster is just skimming the buttocks. So make sure your bum is on the floor and then relax. That's it. Push your bolster away, Liz. That's it. Perfect. And then knees wide. Just heels together. Doesn't have to be toes, just heels. Deep breaths. becoming heavier and heavier. Lengthen the breath. Then lengthen the legs straight, rotate the wrists, rotate the ankles. Lovely, everyone. Good. Change direction. Let the legs drop down. Shoulders up to the ears. Squeeze, lift the hips, push the heels into the floor. Tense everything. And release. Allow the back to soften down. So make sure the bolster is really close to your buttocks, but bottom is on the floor. So that you lift up now, lift the hips, keep the heels down, lift the hips, push the elbows into the floor to lift the chest, tense everything, and release and gently float the body back down, become heavier very slowly. One last time. Lift the hips, dig the heels in, legs stay straight. Keep the legs straight, Francine. That's it, keep them straight, just the hips lift. That's it. And then roll down and relax. Good. Okay, now back. I thought it was going to work starting on bolster, but it doesn't. Let's get back onto the bolster for the first section. So you want to have the bolster under the lower back and not the bottom. Okay, so to get that positioning, why not start with the bolster under the lower back, then tilt back and lift the legs up. Otherwise, it sometimes moves to under the bum. Okay, and we don't want that. So legs in the air, push your heels away. Good, feet together, knees together. Mary, thank you. And then bend at the knees slowly and gently. Lovely. Lifting the legs up. To a point that feels a nice stretch the back of the legs, but be careful of your hamstrings. We are very tight in the hamstrings when we start. And then stretch away, lift. And bend. Good, and stretch. And bend. Good, stretch. Look up to the toes and heels, and then just circle round with the feet together. And the knees will also move side to side. Circle, circle, just the toes, just the ankles, not any other part of the body. Lovely, Helen, good. Change direction. Good, toes flexing and pointing separately. Keep the heels glued together. Good, and then just bring the heels into buttocks and a little bit of a kick. Yes, lovely. A little bit of a baby tantrum. We won't move the arms just yet. Good, and then lift the legs back up again. Lovely. From here, just hug your right knee into the chest and squeeze. And gently float the left leg down. Bend at the knee quite soon to get the foot down. Okay, because we're not warmed up, but you'll feel it in the quad, and just hold here. Good. Slide the leg away, lift it up nicely, and then both knees into the chest. Hug the left knee. Squeeze the knee, and then lift the right leg in the air. Gently float it down. You'll bend at the knee quite quickly. Get that thigh to stretch, but not too much. Good. Breathe and hold. Good. Bring the leg back up. Squeeze both knees. Gentle rock of the spine. And gently hold behind the head. Elbows out to the sides. And as you inhale, lift the legs up. Heels pushing away. As you exhale, Touch the elbows to the knees and lift the head. Inhale up, head to your block. Push your heels away. As you exhale, elbows to knees or just sides of the knees and lift. That's how close you can get the knees in towards the chest. And then repeat, exhale in. Inhale up and open. Very nice. Single leg lowers with the arms as they are, but you just want to stop where you feel ready to stop with a straight leg. So where the knee wants to suddenly bend, don't go any further. Lovely, Anita. Good. Then lift it back up, the right leg, and we do that with the left leg. So left leg down until the knee wants to bend. Don't bend the knee, just hover there. Okay, good. And then up, and then right leg. So the other leg that's in the air, that can be slightly bent depending on your flexibility. Don't overdo it. And then up with the right leg and then stop over left leg. Just to a point where you keep it nice and straight for me. Lovely. And up. Good. Bend at the knees. Separate the knees. And rotate each ankle separately. Arms can come out at 90 degrees. I want you to just side to side rock, nothing too major, just sort of massage the lower back. Have the knees as wide as you can, feet very wide. Perfect, good, knees together. And then just tapping the floor separately. Perfect. A lovely classic frog leg circle. So knee, floor up towards the throat, separate them wide and then bring them back together again. Gravity will help to bring the knees in towards the throat. Separate the knees, bring them back in. Nice. Just have that lovely feeling. Almost like you're floating because of the lower back. Supporting, change direction, knees away towards the ceiling. Circle round, knees into the throat and then knees together as you push them away, separating them, drawing them in. Lovely big circles, everyone. Good. Feet can definitely come apart as you knees come apart. So make sure that they're separating. Knees wide, feet wide, Mary. That's it. Feet apart as you go round. Bring them apart. Lovely. Good. And stop, everyone. And then just allow yourself to straighten the legs as much as feels comfortable and just let the legs hang due to gravity towards your head and breathe. Remember, if you've got the block, my block's actually cutting into my neck. So make sure that there's that gap between the block and the neck. Keep the block away from the neck, if that makes sense. Now circle around with the feet together. Legs as straight as you can, feeling comfortable. Lovely. Very nice. Change direction. Good, and stop. Heels push away. And then get to a point where you can straighten the legs. So it might not be so close towards you, so it might be a bit further away to get straight legs. And really push through the heels to really straighten the backs of the legs. That's it. And then just soften. So you've got heel above hips, so long straight legs, but you're not feeling any kind of weightless because the heels are above the hips. And I want you to just float your right leg out to the right. And if you want, you can support the side of the thigh with your right hand or left. No, I would actually. We'll support the leg side of the thigh. It's too early to just freestyle open the hip. Just support it. Where the left buttock wants to lift, that's where you start to support. And bring it back in And let the left leg open. And then support it. And only like out to the side enough so the right buttock stays on your bolster. Lovely. And good, back to center. And then again, we'll just kick in the heels very gently, careful of your knees. Go more slowly if you have any knee injuries. Good, and then knees together circles, and we'll make them bigger because we're warming up. Hands down by your sides. Lovely big circles. Knees and ankles together. Lovely. Brilliant. Change direction. Excellent. Knees into chest. One foot down at a time, and let's just stay here. Make the feet wide and turn the knees in. So only feet as wide as you can have your knees touching each other. So just experiment. That's lovely, Anita. Experiment how wide your feet can be. And then just stay here and breathe. Good. Heel and toe, and just soles of feet together. Or just big toes, or just heels, whatever feels comfortable. Get the knees wide to suit you though. If it feels too much on the hips, just don't open them. Hold with a bit of muscle action. Otherwise, knees wide. Yes, your lower back may arch, that's okay. Good, knees together so the back can drop. Strap around the right foot and lift the right leg up. Very nice. Good. And just be aware what your left knee is doing, because don't let it fall out. You need to press into the big toe to make sure the knee's in the right position and gently pull towards you. Deep breath. Try and straighten out that right leg as much as you can. Very nice, everyone. Just bend the knee, right foot flat. Let's bring the left foot in. Straighten the leg up. Gently pull the leg towards you. Push into the big toe of the right foot. Make sure that the knee is in place. Very nice. Both feet in and pull. Just had a pop-up box, so I haven't seen who else has just arrived. Okay, so just strap around the right foot. So take the left foot out. And we'll float the leg down. So left leg down. And inhale up. So you're going to let the left leg just hover as you come down, because you want a straight leg like last time. Don't bend at the knee at all. Good. Change legs. So left foot in the strap, right leg out, and then float the right leg up and down. Keep it straight at all times. Brilliant. Okay, both feet in. And then just bend the knees into the chest and pull on your strap. Trying to just pull the strap in. Biceps are in action to get the knees towards your nose. Good. Release. Bring just the right foot down, arms out at 45 degrees. Lovely. Both knees back in. Hands down by your sides at 45. Not using your strap at all. And then left leg down. Keep your right knee in and squeeze. I'm not squeezing, what I'm talking about. And push the left foot into the floor. Good. Leg back up. My bolsters moved, so I'm just gonna bounce it up a little bit. And then we're going to do baby cushion, but gently. So I want you to hold under the knees separate and going towards your shoulders. And then experiment where you could place your feet. So feet hopefully up to ceiling. If they're not going up there, then don't worry. Okay, just squeeze, squeeze, squeeze behind the knees. Very nice. Good. Everyone's looking great. And then just allow the heels to drop. Keep the hands underneath you. Yes, I like Helen's idea actually. Let's clasp the hands together. So that means you've got a good hold. That's it. Of the knees. Okay, then I want you to straighten the legs, keeping the knees squeezed in towards the shoulders, and then just simply bend the knees. So still have the knees wide, even though you've interlocked the hands. Interlocked. And then straighten the legs. It's only a very gentle movement because you're still squeezing. And then bend the knees. Just keep the fingertips interlocked. That's it. And then straighten. Nice. And then bend. Good, everyone. Good. Knees in. Knees together. Feet together. And just tuck the chin in. Just breathe here. Perfect, good. Straighten up the legs, slide the bolster away. Again, just have it underneath. So it's like skimming the buttocks, but the buttocks are on the floor. Soles of feet together, knees wide. Block still under the head, but have that lovely gap where your neck is so that you're not restricting the neck or pushing the block into the neck. Prayer position above the chest, chin tucked in. Try and release any tension in the buttocks. So just wiggle your buttocks side to side, wiggle the knees, just so that you can soften into the floor with the lower body. But inhale, open with the arms. Deep breath in, exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. And inhale, open. And exhale, close. Interlock the fingers, push the palms away, circle round. Lovely, change direction. Excellent, good. Release, lengthen the legs away and the heels come off the floor, lift the hips. Push the palms into the floor, keep them by your sides, chin tucked in. Just stay here. Because the backs of the thighs are close to your, or should be on your bolsters, should feel like a nice stretch out. And roll and flatten down and relax. Good. We're going to just gently roll up. We are going to use the bolster. Nice bolster class today. Rocking forwards and back. And we're going to come into toes. Now, I don't often do this fish when you sit on the bolster, but let's go for it. It might mean having the block behind, because otherwise the head's hard to get the head back, but you are actually going to sit on the bolster. Come back down and bring the head down. So I think we'll use the block under the head, but your bottom is on the bolster, okay? And then your head is back. We'll have feet flat on the floor, knees to ceiling, and let's just draw the knees inwards. And it's that lovely fish that you normally do, but it's nice and resting because you're on your bolster. Chest is beautifully opened by the bolster, and you don't need to use your shoulders, which is nice. You don't have to push into the elbows. So just hold here. Make sure that your knees are knocking in towards each other. To allow that to happen, have nice wide feet. And try and pull the shoulders away from the ears by drawing the wrists downwards and the fingertips away. Any point you feel dizzy, this can happen in a fish pose because the head is back. Do just wriggle yourself down to get the head onto the bolster. If comfortable, 5 more deep, actually no, we go for 3 deep breaths. And when you're done with your 3 breaths, bring yourself up, bottom comes off the bolster and lie back down. Again, I need a block under my head. Ooh. Get this right, but we'll have long straight legs. You might want a gap between your lower back and your bolster. Find the right position, lengthen the legs away. Bolster just lifts the chest, so it's just that nice feeling again of opening gently. So bottom on the floor, Lucy. Just bring your bottom down. That's it. Legs long. Have Shavasana legs. Relax. Lovely, Liz. Open the chest. Head is centered and close the eyes and breathe. Whilst you're here, gently turn the head side to side. Lovely. Feet together. You might have a little look at me because we haven't done this before. Get those elbows down by your sides, palms facing down. And if you see what I'm doing, when the right knee comes in, get the heel towards your buttock and then lengthen your right leg away. Okay, so you lift the knee in, but you're trying to slide the heel up. The heel is off the floor and it's just traveling towards your buttock, and then you lengthen the left leg away. Raise the right leg, heel towards the buttock, straighten it out, and left knee in, heel towards buttock, straighten it out. Okay, couple more. Left side. And release. Legs wide. Bring the hands behind the head. And then as you exhale, look down towards the thighs. Inhale, roll the head back, elbows out. As you exhale, lift the head and chest. Point the elbows down towards the hips. Inhale, open. So the inner hip, so the crease, top of the thigh. And exhale. Tuck the chin in. Let the toes and the lower legs relax. And open. Good. Arms out at 90 degrees, palms facing up. And I just want you to, I do my arms. Okay, so elbows push down and just almost like you're going to fall off your bolster, just reach over to one side. Lovely, Anita, that's it. Come back onto the bolster with the upper back. Then dig your right elbow in. Reach over to the right with the left hand. And then come back onto your bolster. And then stretch over the other side. Lovely, make sure your back is rotating. Turning, that's it, and one more to the left. Excellent, good. On your back now, I want you to do that, I call it a runner's stretch because I've never really done it in yoga, but you bring your arm over and you're squeezing the opposite shoulder. So hold the shoulder and squeeze it. That's it. One arm is long. Good. And then change, bring the left arm over, squeeze at the shoulder. Use your right hand to squeeze the shoulder. Very nice. Okay. Arms out and big circles with the arms. Either way is fine. We'll do the other way in a moment. Nice. Change direction. Brilliant. Hands to the floor, feet together, palms facing down, and big circles, as big as you can, of the right leg. Actually, if you sit on the hands, it keeps you a bit more still. So sit on your hands, big circles of the right leg. Change direction. Good. Right leg down, left leg up, big circles, leg straight if you can, or bend at the knee if it feels too much. Perfect. Change direction. Awesome. Good. Feet flat, knees wide. Support or hold the hips. Just when I say hold them, just place your hands on them and relax. Lovely. And then we just come up and over, place our bellies on our bolsters to relax on support in supported child pose. Lovely. Coming down, elbows down, close to the knees, head to one side, or cheek to one side, should I say, and relax. Turn the head the other way. Good. Okay. Let's just come up onto all fours and squeeze our bolsters. While squeezing, lift up the feet and rotate the ankles. One way and then the other way. Good. Release the squeeze. Step your hands forward slightly more and drop the hips. And it's just a gentle up dog with shoulders drawing down, elbows soft. This feels too high and strong on the back, just drop your body a little bit so you look more like a cobra. And then I want you to travel back, bring the hands back and relax back. But this time it's more of a child pose position. So scoot your bolster forward so you can just get the forehead on the bolster. Elbows relax. Bottom high in the air if you have any issues with your knees. Good. Hinge up. Walk the hands forward once more. Walk the knees forward. Squeeze your bolster. And then up dog. Good. Now bend the knees. This is strong on the quads. Bend the knees. Again, if it's too much, bend the elbows. Drop a little bit. It's too much on my back, so I'm dropping the belly onto the bolster. Lengthen the legs away, travel back into child pose. So just forehead on bolster, nice gap, and then elbows in front of the knees, hands down. Good, let's counter stretch that into either a seated fish or a camel, lifting up. Hands behind, lift up. Lovely, or camel stretch. Lovely, Liz, that looks brilliant. Good, yeah. Don't overdo it. Gently come down. Keep the knees wide, hands back and forehead back on the bolster. Good. Gently lift yourself up. Now we'll just grab some water and get back into Shavasana. That flew by. Time for your 5 minutes of relaxation. Perfect. Enjoy your relaxation. Bolster under knees, protect. And quite a lot on the back, so just protect the lower back. If you're happy in full Shavasana without the bolster, please don't worry. Otherwise, relax. 5 minutes, deep breaths. Soften down, relax the buttocks, relax the knees. Lovely, everyone. So wiggle the fingers and toes. Big stretch. Big stretch. Oh, lift and lower the spine and then squeeze the right knee in. Just hold under the knee for this one. Elbows into the sides of the body. Roll your head from side to side. Lovely. Releasing the right leg. Left knee in and squeeze. Hold under the left knee. And roll your head from side to side. Good. Back to center and gently release. All right. Then just roll your bolster away. And we're just going to release the block as well and place the hands by your sides. Walk your heels back and just lift and lower the lower back. We'll do 5 of those, gently pushing, pressing into the floor with your hands and then gently lowering. And it's just a gentle bridge, nothing too big. And then on this, I don't know, I've probably lost count, but come up into a full bridge once you've done however many I said to do. Then from your extended full bridge, drop down an inch and squeeze those buttocks. Feel that you're squeezing a ball between the knees as well, but keep them so that they're parallel, but you've just got the knees engaged as well as the buttocks. Good, and then roll through the spine to get the body down. I want you to place, we haven't done this for ages, but your right foot on top of left thigh, but the right knee is towards your nose, okay? So not out to the side, Mary. Foot flat on the thigh, yep, and it faces your nose. All right, we're not doing half pigeon. We are doing a twist with both knees. Okay, drop down to the right. And once you've dropped down, place your heel onto the knee so it has somewhere to perch. Okay, look left. Perfect, exactly, Anita. That's exactly right. And just twist. Look to the left and breathe. Nice, good. Back to center. And then just undo it. And then the left foot goes straight on top with the knee into the chest. Okay, not out to the side, knee into chest. And then drop both knees to the left. Once you're over to the left, just nudge that ankle onto the side of the knee so it has somewhere to perch. Lovely, Lucy. Good. Look right. Awesomeness. Good. Back to center. Bring the feet down. And then soles of feet together, knees wide into your perfect cobbler pose from lying. Keep that left foot where it is. You're just going to squeeze the right knee. Left knee out to the side. Squeeze the right knee in towards the chest. And then I want you to clasp the hands, clasp the wrists, opposite wrists, and squeeze and lift that heel up to ceiling. Right heel. Okay. So you squeeze behind the knee, Lucy, with that. So squeeze that right knee into chest, but heel to ceiling, right heel to ceiling. Be aware that your left hip is still opening. Now lift head and chest up, elbows are out to the sides. Amazing, good. Come down. We come back into Baddha Konasana just to even out the body before we do the other side. So rest here for a moment. Cobbler pose, knees wide. Then draw the left knee towards the chest and squeeze. Yeah, just squeeze to begin with, holding the opposite wrist under the knee. And we're not lifting just yet. Perfect. Now gently straighten the leg and squeeze, 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 heel to ceiling in that left leg if you can. Squeeze towards the chest. Lovely. Stay here. Excellent, good. Draw both knees in, hold under the knees, start to rock the body forwards and back. And coming up onto all fours. Knees together, ankles together. Just sway the hips side to side. Let the head just relax. And then just some gentle movement, nothing too big. It's smaller than a moving cat. It's literally just a little movement. Cat cow, sort of a rotation forwards and back. Yes, lovely, Kathy. Just forwards and back, very subtle. Everyone's doing it perfectly. Nothing too big. Okay, now change the direction. It's harder going the other way. Round up, belly drops When the buttocks go back, very subtle. Good. Okay, now just gently up and down. So dip the spine and around the back. And dip the spine and round the back. And then we go back into our seated fish, or we come into, if you know that your back doesn't want to go do this, as you will all start, if you all start in camel, that makes more sense. So let's all do camel, and either stay here with the knees wide and the big toes touching, or you can sink into your heels, travel back into your seated fish that we did earlier. I just want you to look down towards the belly. Looking good. Good. Come down. Knees still wide. Travel into swan. Lovely. Keep the elbows down. Bring the legs back so you come into Sphinx. And bring the hips down. Make sure, if possible, shoulders above elbows, but let the head hang. And this feels too strong for me, so I'm just going to separate my elbows a little bit more so that my chest can collapse. But if you're fine, we're just going to lift up, push into the elbows, be as tall as you can in your Sphinx. Breathing in, and then as you exhale, let the head and chest collapse. Actually, if we all bring the elbows out slightly, then we can properly collapse the chest. So just collapse the chest, head is hanging, or you might even have head on the floor, depends on your neck length. And then lift up, look forwards, come up as high as feels comfortable. Looking good, and then collapse down. Let the chest drop. Good. Slide the hands back and onto the knees. So we do want to do a bit of downward dog. So we will need to take our socks off if you haven't already. It's quite late in the day for socks off, isn't it? Okay, so just tuck your toes under. Actually, this might be quite nice. So I want you to tuck your toes under, but slide your right leg away, push into the heel, and then bring the knees down. Now left leg back, push into the heel. Lovely long left leg. It's good for the calf muscle, and then bring it in. Do the same. You have to step the right leg back first to get a nice length. Push through the heel and bring it down, and then left leg. Push through the heel, bring it down. For a lovely measured out downward dog, we'll come into swan. Slide the arms away as far as you can, forehead down. Press into the wrists, hinge up, shoulders above wrists, then tuck your toes under, then push back into downward dog. Okay, that's the right measurement for you. So I was told about 15 years ago at a course. So heel and toe. But of course, sometimes with downward dog, we go shorter just for a different stretch of the body. But this is the one that will suit your body, apparently. Completely good. We want to shift to plank, but not hold for 5 minutes. Sorry, Lucy, we'll just do a normal plank. If you don't want to do plank, bring the knees down at this point. Good. Left knee comes down, rotate the foot and come up into side plank, but with a supported left knee down. Lovely, Francine. That looks gorgeous. That's it, Irene. Well done. Good. Come down. Turn onto the toes of your right foot. So we're still with that right lovely leg long. Bring your right arm out to the right slightly and then left arm up. So it's a reverse plank. Lovely, good. Back onto both knees. Wiggle out the hips like a happy puppy. Good, I need to turn around, but it's the right leg that stays down. Come onto the left side, left arm up. Good, right knee stays down, left leg back, Lucy, and then turn on your side. That's it. Lift your left arm up now. Good. Just turn onto the tiptoes of that left foot. Left arm can come out a bit and then right arm up and turn right. Amazing, everyone, come down. Let's relax in child pose. Okay, just sitting up, right foot forwards. Good. I want a short lunge, so that means this sort of, you're making a little square of the body rather than a long lengthened back leg. Lovely. Push into the front foot. Arms come up, gently arch. Hands facing each other. Lovely, Irene. Good. Slightly shuffling the foot forward, Kathy, so that the knee is directly above the ankle. Good, lovely. Prayer position. Change knees. Left knee up. Again, lovely square here, but knee directly above the ankle. Okay, not this. Has to be this. Good. Sweep up and arch. Push into the left big, the left big toe. Shuffle forward a bit. Amazing, good prayer position. That was really lovely. Okay, so we'll just end in a forward bend. So you want to just tuck your toes under, push through the heels back, and then just hang over the legs. Weight in the toes as well as the heels. Wonderful, everyone. Soft knees. Rolling up. Actually, I lied. Just a few more movements. So we just want to hip, side to side. Lovely. And then forwards and back with the hips. Lovely circles. Nice. Change direction. Good to hear. Slide down the left leg. Nice. This arm, don't do this. Straighten it totally through the elbow as long as you can. Nice. Good. Centered. Slide down the right leg. Very nice. Coming out. So you can do a couple of minutes of shoulder stand if you wish. Otherwise, just come into legs up just for a little bit. Maybe 2 minutes of legs up, back on the bolster. But just get ready for your Shavasana basically, and have some water if you wish. Lovely. So this is just as good for you as a shoulder stand if you've got your legs up and your back on the bolster, because it's still an inversion. So just be aware of that and enjoy whichever you've chosen to do. As this is very relaxing in itself, but if you want to change positions, you can do so now. You have got your bottom on the bolster. You always bring the knees into the chest now for resting pose. But you're still resting. Got 1 more minute. Perfect. So just stretch and get ready to come up. Go as slow as you like, but stretch however you'd like. You might want to move the bolster. Stretching long. Lovely. Okay, so I just namaste those on catch up. Thank you for joining.